Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video, and this is the match reaction / player ratings. Yes, and you know what? We're going to talk about a lot of stuff. Bukayo Saka, once again, another man of the match type performance. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, I am so happy for him. He got himself a hat trick today. He's back up there with 8 goals, climbing up the goal chart just like that. In 2 games, got himself 5 goals. What a great start for him today, getting that goal and moving on to get himself a hat trick, right? Then once again, let's go into the midfield. Performances from the midfielders. You've seen Ødegaard play well. You've seen Smith Rowe play well. You've seen Dani ceballos play well. You've seen granit xhaka play well. In addition to David Luiz, at one point looked like Messi walking between the whole team for that. Oh, and squared it for Aubameyang. Aubameyang could have had 4 goals easily today. Now, I'm going to bring everyone in. I got Harry, I got Sahal, I got some other guys coming in a second. But before we get started, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. And if you're new and you haven't already been here around, stay tuned because it's going to get fun. Right? Now, let's get started. And let me cue that intro, ladies and gentlemen. Let me cue that intro right about now. Yes, boys. What's going on? I got Harry with me, and I got Sahal. Sahal, your audio, once again, it's acting up, so just mute yourself when you're not speaking, okay, mate? Thank you. Now, quick match recap. For me, I don't know about you guys, but from the opening minute, I felt like we were aggressive, we were pressing, we were putting them on the front foot. Did you guys feel like that was the same way when you guys just look back at the match recap? Did you feel like we were on them from the first moment?
Yeah, man, I thought we started well. I think the first couple of minutes was a little bit hesitant. Leeds had quite a bit of possession. But once we got that first goal, I think it just opened them up a little bit. And Leeds are the perfect team for us to play because they want to play football. They're really expansive. They leave a lot of space between defence and midfield. The perfect game for Aubameyang to come into. So really happy with the first half. Second half, not so happy. But Leeds have outscored almost everyone, I think, from 5th place to maybe 8th or 9th. They've scored more goals than Chelsea, more goals than Everton, more goals than Spurs, more goals than us. So they're always going to create chances. So you've got to be really, really solid. If they didn't score from a corner, I think we would have seen out the game 4-0. But that goal gave them a lot of confidence to press and to come at us. But all in all, man, great win. Delighted for Aubameyang. He was getting too much slack of everyone, and people forget that in his last start against Newcastle, he scored a couple of goals. Then his mum got sick. Then he come off the bench against Wolves, come off the bench against Villa. Didn't do a lot, but you can't really fault him. And now he started today, and he's banged in 3. Could have had 4, could have had 5, really. So yeah, really, really happy for Aubameyang. Happy for bellerín. I know he slipped off for their second goal, but happy that he added some end product to his forward play. I thought xhaka did well. I'm not a big fan of Ceballos, but I thought we had a decent game in there. A little bit too over-expressive at times, but he had a decent game in there. And Saka, again, I mean, that kid is just a joke. The kid is just, his ceiling is so high, and we are so lucky to have a player like him, on our book. Shout out to Hale End Academy and coaches, because they have literally created one hell of a player there, and they really have.
Yeah, and honestly, just before we get to Sahal, your audio once again, bro. Do you have headphones in? Like, I'm so confused. What's going on? Why is it always so bad? Okay, TJ, let's go to TJ. TJ, what did you think of the game?
First half was probably the best first half we've seen in a while. Definitely the best under Arteta. Second half, I felt we kind of looked a bit sloppy when we first came out in the second half. And like Harry was saying, if they don't score that corner, I don't think they score another goal. Once they scored that corner, I think they kind of thought, okay, yeah, we can actually score another goal because we've just scored into them there, and they're quite naive from defending.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go to the opening goal. Okay. I'm gonna get the picture up. Did you guys think? I feel like the goalkeeper seen the scouting report on Aubameyang, and he knew that Aubameyang likes to go for the far corner. And Aubameyang spoke about this, how he kind of became predictable to goalkeepers making the same shot from that left side. So this time he decided to go near post. Do you feel like that was? Do you feel like it was more the goalkeeper making a mistake, taking a step too far to his left, or do you feel like it was a good thing that Aubameyang picked out that bottom left, that bottom right corner?
I think if you look at that, if you look at that picture now, you see Cooper is almost covering that right side, isn't he? So you can't necessarily bend it round him. I think he done really well just to shift it so quick. Those goals are all about just not giving a defender a second to react. There's not a defender in the world that blocks those shots because it just happens so quick. He gets the ball, he drives at you straight away, a couple of lollipops, so you don't know what he's going to do, and then he shifts it and then he shoots it. It's just class centre forward play. If you watch someone like Defoe, he done that for years. Just gets the ball, couple of touches, shift, bang. So for me, it's really clever from Aubameyang. Like you say, it's a little bit predictable where he gets it. You know, he always wants to finesse it. So just to shift it a little bit more and then cross it against the keeper. Keeper was a little bit subdued, but I think that'd be a discredit to Aubameyang. You know, it's just great centre forward play.
My question to everybody is this a good goal or is it just poor keeping? Because a lot of people are trying to downplay the opening goal, saying, you know what, it was just poor keeping, and what the keeper went on to do the remainder of the game kind of proved them right because he had a terrible performance as a keeper. Now, TJ, what was your thoughts? Did you think the same way? Poor keeping?
I think I said this at halftime when the watch was long. I thought it was a bit of both. I thought absolutely brilliant play from Aubameyang to just like. I think it's just the way he didn't give the defenders they had no time to they couldn't blink and they didn't have enough time to blink before he even shot. But as for the goalkeeper, he's too far on his far post side. But I mean, I'm not going to take anything away from it because it was a brilliant goal from Aubameyang.
So you could even up our rating.
No, we're not giving a rating. We're not on player ratings. We're just on right now. We're just talking about the game. So moving on from Aubameyang's goal, what was the next major incident that happened? Right, there's a situation. Dani Ceballos was getting taken down a lot. Emile Smith-Rowe was performing well, in my opinion. Right, we had David Luiz putting in challenges for his Pickford, but then what happens? The penalty situation. I want to know. What do you guys think about that penalty situation?
It's a 50-50, but overall, I don't mind it being ruled out this game. I honestly don't mind. I honestly don't mind, because we made up for it later, where we just came on and the referee gave us a clear-cut penalty. VAR is doing its job. If this was Leeds and say David Luiz gave away the foul and then they ruled it out, we'll be celebrating. So, it's not a penalty.
Yeah, you're right. But if that was David Luiz, they wouldn't have ruled it out. No way in a million years. Yeah. That's more of a foul than the David Luiz Wolves one because the defender's caught out of position. His arms are up. And the defender's so clever because his arms are up. He knows he can go in with his body because his arms are up. So it doesn't look like he's making a foul. But he knows that Saka's done him. And then because he kind of leans towards him, that causes Saka to fall over. 100% a penalty in my eyes. And we're lucky that it didn't affect the game. But if you notice, after that penalty got disallowed, or however you want to describe it, Leeds then went on and had a little spell for about a couple of minutes. If they scored from that spell and the game went 1-1, the whole complexity of the game changes, and that decision is even more of a discussion. So we're lucky that we didn't let it affect us. But man, it's a penalty every day. For everyone else, it's a penalty. For Salah, for Harry Kane, it's a penalty. But because it's us, the referee or the VAR goes, oh, go on, mate, have a look, because I'm not so sure. And then he goes over and he disallows it. And it's fucking embarrassing from that perspective. Like, embarrassing. If the ref gave it, it's because he thought it was a penalty at the start. And then the VAR are just trying to convince themselves that it's not. But we're lucky that we did.
Yeah, we moved, bro. At least we got the penalty after that. That's what I meant. They made up for it. We got the pen.
But then how wasn't the keeper booked for that? Why is the keeper not booked?
I think it was a red, Trust me, if I was Leno, that would have been a red card. Simple as. I think, it's a clear goal scoring opportunity. That should have been a red card of mine for the goalkeeper.
I don't know how the goalkeeper didn't even get a yellow.
Yeah, yellow card for me would have been fair, but just to not even to not even think about giving him a yellow card is just like, just mad. But then again, what are they going to say? He made an attempt of the ball, so double jeopardy rule, all these different loopholes that they can do to justify a decision. But I tweeted it when we didn't get the penalty that it feels like it's corruption televised. And that might be a bit dramatic, but I see it as an Arsenal fan so many times that these little things don't go our way. There was a time when I think it was Dallas had the ball in the middle and he didn't 2-foot anyone, but he was on the floor and he had the ball between his legs and xhaka just like took the ball off him and he gave a foul against us. And I'm just like, why is that a foul? How is that a foul against us? If anything, it's a drop ball, but you see it all the time. So I'm just happy that it didn't affect the game. Or affect
the amount of fouls that's being put on Saka and they're not even getting yellow cards. I mean, he's getting fouled constantly, minute in, minute out. If a serious injury happens, and then they're still not going to book him. They got to protect the players, man.
Yo, TJ, I think there's too much feedback from stuff behind you. 1 second. Is it him? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Sorry, TJ. Just give us your thoughts, and then so we can just take you out. What are your thoughts on the game, bro? Because I'm hearing background noise. Is that the match?
Oh no, it's just something I was watching on my television. I can turn it off if you want me to.
No, just mute it. Just mute it for a second, and then just give us your thoughts. Cam, what's good, bro? Why you look sad, bro? We won the game 4-2.
No, I'm not sad. I'm just.
You seen goals. You seen everything today. You seen a hat trick. The fraud gave you a hat trick.
My best player gave me a hat trick. I know, man.
Bro, this was probably your latest watch along yet.
It's all right, man. Like, I'm not gonna get too gassed because, bro, I don't want to get too gassed because of our next upcoming games, man.
Hey, Benfica. The thing about Benfica is they're not as good as they used to be. Like Ram was explaining.
I'm not even talking Benfica.
We got Man City away, right? And no, Man City home, Leicester away.
Man City home, Benfica neutral venue. Benfica away, Man City at home, then Benfica in Greece.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be a hard week. Be prepared to see Willian and elneny and whoever it is against Leicester away. Be ready for it, guys. Be ready for it.
Okay, so
sorry about that, Gal.
No problem, man. So let's wrap up the match reaction. The first penalty was no penalty for you guys because for me it was a penalty. The second one should have at least been a booking. The goals that we conceded, stupid goals to concede, but at the same time, I understand that the players switched off a little bit and kind of said, you know what, the game's won. Here's the next question: did Arteta make a mistake bringing on Willian, or do you guys feel like there's something in his contract?
Yes. Yeah. Why are you even asking that? Yes.
Wait, I'm gonna make you sick.
I feel like there's something in his contract. Samuel was saying, I feel like there's something in his contract that says he has.
Care. There probably is something in his contract, but I don't care, fam.
So was he at blame that we went so poorly in the second half? Or was he at fault?
Listen, do you know what I've talked about this guy, fam? It's not just him. When he comes on the pitch, even the team don't want to pass to him, bruv. The team play around him, fam, because they know he's just going to lose the ball, bruv. The team are actually blocking. This guy's an op.
It's hard to disagree, man. Hard to disagree.
It's actually hilarious.
Well, when he came on, look, sorry. When he came on, let's be real. The mentality of our play suddenly went down, and then we conceded 2 quick goals, bruv.
Yeah.
Listen. It's just him being on the pitch. Yeah, I could see the players like, oh no, why is he there? And we concede. That's what I think, bro. This man, honestly,
what happened was 58th minute we conceded, right? Willian subbed on the 62nd minute. On the 69th minute, Costa scored, and then Bamford almost scored in like the 75th minute.
Yeah, it's hard to see. It's hard to say it's not a coincidence, you know, that he comes on and then we're not as productive. I think tactically the substitution made sense to have another ball carrying midfielder, but personnel wise, it's the wrong player.
I would have played Martinelli.
Yeah, I just don't think. Honestly, guys, I just don't think he trusts Martinelli when a game is in the balance. I don't think he does, honestly, because otherwise he'd play him more. I don't think he trusts him enough.
I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I think there's actually something written in Willian's contract that says if he doesn't make a full appearance and he's on the subs bench, he has like some sort of like clause where he makes more money for not playing. Like he written it in his contract so he can get more game time or something. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, it does. Louis,
It does, but it doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's an actual thing. Is that a thing? You get an unused appearance fee if you.
I don't know.
Play for a club, is that a thing?
Something like maybe he gets less money if they play him more games.
Yeah. Either way, Arteta's got to stop trying. Just stop it. Like, I wasn't against the signing at the start. I thought it'd be a good signing. It hasn't worked out. It's never got better. So you just have to stop. You just have to stop.
What do you guys think about the team, though? The actual team itself.
This is a great team, bro. 10 out of 10. I'm surprised. There's a great lineup. I think we should go for this if we want to win games.
Yo,
Go for
TJ,
it.
thanks for coming on.
Ødegaard. Sorry.
I thought the team was good, except I would have played Rob Holding instead of David Luiz, and I would have played. I wouldn't have played Smith Rowe and Ødegaard in the same team. I would have played Ødegaard or Smith Rowe, and then Pepe on the right hand side.
But it was a strong.
Apart from that, it was good.
Mohamed, what are you saying, bro?
Mohamed, what are you saying? You still saying Saka Arteta? Thanks for coming on, TJ. Appreciate it, bro.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everybody?
Bro, where you from, bro? Birmingham, bro.
No, I'm from London.
Alright, London, right, go on now.
What are you saying?
From Pakistan, bro.
Sorry?
From Pakistan.
No. London.
Oh, London.
What the hell?
No. Where are your parents from, bro?
Oh, my
No,
parents.
leave it. Bro. Forget about
Alright,
this. You guys kissing and making friends now? Like, what is this?
It's like I've gone to New York airport, JFK airport. I'm being interrogated.
Nah, do your thing, bro.
No. First and foremost, good performance from Arsenal. It was good performance. I mean, it's only one game, so let's calm down. One game at a time. But it's a start.
Why are you hating? That was a really good performance.
I'm just saying it's one game at a time. So let's not get carried away. Okay. Let's it's Leeds, and Leeds. Everyone beats Leeds. Let's win 3-4 games, and then we can start talking about Mikel Arteta.
Okay, are you Arteta out?
Sorry?
You're Arteta out.
Don't you remember?
Yeah.
He said he should be sacked.
No. He's not good enough for the job anyway. So let's not even go. He's not good enough.
No, 1 second. I remember you saying last week
that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, my friend. It's the same as OleGunnar Solskjaer.
I remember you saying that if we don't win the league, we sack the manager. Is that right? Or wasn't that your mantra? That was your thought, right? If a club doesn't win the league, then they sack the manager.
No. My mantra is every single manager that goes into a big club. So let's say Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Liverpool, United, they've given it a 3-year time period. It's 3 years. In that 3 years, if you haven't made progress and if you're not challenging for the league title, then they sack him. Simple
You are
as that.
backtracking. You did not say that last week. You did not.
3 years. It's
Okay,
3 years.
yo, guys. Let's get back to the thoughts of the game, okay? Honest questions. The 2 goals that we conceded. Should we be more concerned about that, or should we be more just happy that we won the game? What do you guys think?
We should be concerned, bro. We can't paper over the cracks because if this happens in Europe, it's a big mess. We can't be doing this in Europa League because the way it go rule. So even if we're winning 5-0, even if we're winning 5-0 on the 80th minute and we concede 2 goals, it's still a big concern because you never know in Europe.
I agree with my friend there. Defense is very important.
100% positive. And do you know what? It's not about sometimes conceding the goals. It's conceding the possession. You only concede a goal if you give enough confidence for the team to play. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes it will just be an outrageous goal that you can't stop. But most of the times it's because you've given them the confidence to play football. And that worries me a little bit. But Leeds are a good side. Like I said, they've outscored us, Villa, Everton, Chelsea, and Spurs. They've scored more goals than all of those teams. So they will score goals. They will create chances.
What about you, Cam?
It was a good win.
I've already said it, bruv. I've already said it, man. Like, bro, it's one game. You just got to see what happens, isn't it? Like, everyone's getting a bit happy and excited.
Yeah, exactly.
You know who our next game's against, bro? Do you know who our next game's
Fantastic.
against?
We could get bopped against City. We could get absolutely bopped. We really could. So we got to be careful.
I'm 80% certain we're gonna get bopped.
Yeah, well, I might not watch it.
Why are you guys looking at it from that perspective, though? Why don't you look at it from the perspective that, like...
It's still concerning because those 2 goals were avoidable. We could have easily avoided those 2 goals today.
No, we could have done better. We could have done better.
Yes, talk to me, bro. What are you saying?
Good win. Very, very good win. I mean, first half was probably the best performance of all season. Aubameyang is back to what he does. he got the when he scored the first goal, it was crucial. I was so happy for him. You know what? I think that Saka challenge was a penalty. It was a pen. VAR made a big mistake. I swear to God, I hate VAR because, like, Saka literally got that guy made contact with him. So I don't understand why VAR is cancelling it. But then we got another penalty because the keeper made a silly mistake. And I knew Aubameyang was going to score because he does not miss penalties. So I'm glad he got a goal. But what surprised me the most, Bellerín scoring today. Bellerín scoring out of all people, Bellerín. And ceballos with a good assist as well. So, and then when the second half started and we already scored, that summed up the day. That was brilliant all day round. But the 2 goals, I have to admit, I was quite disappointed because I thought it was going to keep a clean sheet. But then second half, Leeds were onto us. Like after they got 2 quick goals, they looked like they were trying to get another one. That Patrick Bamford incident didn't look like a penalty in my opinion. Didn't look like a penalty at all. But what more can I say? Arsenal just done well in Valentine's Day. So it builds momentum towards Thursday against Benfica, which is a crucial game. Hopefully we can get something out of that game. But next week against City is going to be probably very, very tough because City are already dominating top of the league. They already destroyed Spurs last week. I meant yesterday. So it's going to be another tough game ahead for next week. So let's just hope Arteta can do something about it. And Ødegaard, good debut. He looks very good out there today. So
I'll give Ødegaard his flowers as well. And by the way, my guy, I'll give Rubers his flowers today.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get to that in a second.
How can I not give him his flowers today? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got a Leeds fan in the house.
We might get that. Have that Henri about.
Hey, how you doing, my friend? You okay?
I'm doing good, Russ. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, man. Thank you. I watched the game with my dad down, like you always do, watch the Leeds games. I thought first off, Arsenal were miles better side and deserved to be leading 3-0 at half time. Second half, I thought Leeds were the better side. Potentially could have gone back to 4-3. I was happy with the performance second half, but like I said to a number of people who I speak to, people who normally go to Leeds games with, when fans can actually go to the matches. We can't defend like that in the first half and get something from the game. So I thought we played well second half. And I thought, to be honest, our substitutions, Costa, Roberts and Niall Huggins all changed the game in Leeds' favour. Because once those 3 got on the ball, they caused Arsenal problems, especially Roberts gaining behind Bellerin to set up Costa for that goal. The first penalty, I don't think for Arsenal where Saka where he got overturned. I think he was more of a coming together, and I can see why he was overturned. Second one, at first viewing, I didn't think he was, but having seen the replay, I can see why he's giving it, and I thought he was. The Bamford incident, anywhere else on the pitch, he would be giving us a free kick, in my opinion, coming across him, cutting him out as he's trying to go through to get onto the ball. So anywhere else on the pitch, I think that's a free kick. But overall, Arsenal deserve the win today. So congratulations, guys. Much better team for the game. But
Thank you.
I thought first half, Arsenal better side. Second half, we were the better. But overall, can't defend like we did and expect to get something from the game. Because we haven't won in London since 2017, December 2017, when we beat QPR 3-1 away when Kieran from Snow Rangers got an hat-trick.
Wow. You know what? All those records usually get broken when people face Arsenal, so it's good that we kept one.
True.
Right? Yeah. Well, Russ, honestly, man, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it, man.
You know, I watch your stuff from majority of times. I saw you on All Leeds TV on before there was Sublows on Friday night. I thought you did well there, mate. And I thought, come on, give me thoughts on your channel and come and show some support tonight, especially after you're playing us. Good luck for the rest of the season, guys, and hopefully, depending how hopefully we can both finish in the top half, maybe Leeds above Arsenal, but overall, if we finish in top half, first season back after 16 years, I'm happy with that. Depending, I said,
and you got a couple really good players like Rafinha, Bamford, Klitsch.
Yeah.
Honestly, Calvin Phillips, I'll take him here walking to our midfield any day of the week. So
yeah, Phillips was out today, and we haven't played with Phillips in our team 4 games this season, and we've lost 3 of them. Today was the third defeat. The only one where we've won without Phillips this season was away to Aston Villa.
Wow.
And that was back in October.
Wow.
The other
All right,
games
man.
was against
Russ.
Leeds and Leicester back in
All
October.
right, Russ, thanks for coming on, man. Honestly, I appreciate it. Have yourself a wonderful day, okay?
You guys, all the best, guys, for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And Mohamed, just before you go, give us your final takes because we're just gonna go back to talking about the game.
It's only one game. Let's win. If you can win 3, 4, 5 games on the bounce, then we can talk. But apart from that, it's only one game. I don't know why you guys are getting gassed over one game. It's only one game.
We're not gassed. We're happy. We're happy. We won.
And then we
We're
can
happy.
talk. Thank you very much.
Who's
I
guest,
see.
fam?
No one's
Yeah,
guessed.
bro. You could be happy. You could be happy, guys. There's nothing wrong with being happy when your team wins, especially when they score that many goals. You're up so big. Realistically, we at one point I thought we were gonna win like we're gonna score 5-0, 6-0. Like that's what I thought.
7-0.
But it never ended up coming. The next goal never ended up coming. So Cam, let's get into these agendas that certain people have. I'm not saying you have an agenda, but some people do say Héctor Bellerín is not good enough for the team. It's not just you.
I don't
He's
care,
not me.
bro. He's not, bro. He's not, bro.
Does today give him more time?
Obviously.
Would you keep him in the team?
That's Arteta's love child right there, man.
Would you keep him in the team if Tierney's healthy?
Huh?
If Tierney's healthy, do you keep him in the team, guys?
No, I'd rather play Cedric the way he's playing.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, Cedric was pissing me off as well today, man. I know he's playing all right, but there's a few mistakes he made in the game as well that just wasn't needed.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like Cedric left back. I know he's doing a good job, but I don't know why we do it. And also, I've thrown this out a few times, but people just say no, you can't do it. At Man City, whenever there's a left back crisis, they play Laporte there or they play Ake there. I know now they're playing Zinchenko there, but you can play a left-footed centre-back, left-back. Like just how Socrates played right-back a few times and did okay for us. You can play a left-footed centre-back. So if you've got Marí coming back and you've got David Luiz and Holding and Gabriel, then just play Gabriel left-back for balance. I don't think it has to be done, but it's an option that we could have explored because you just get a natural balance there. Do you remember when Cedric got the ball in the first half and he could have just easily put it across and he just kind of like took an extra touch and dribbled it out? It's because
that's what I'm talking about.
But that's because of his body shape. Like his body shape is going in, so it doesn't make sense. But anyway, it's not a massive problem. But if you isolate Cedric, just like if you isolate Bellerín and wingers get 1-on-1 at them relentlessly, they'll struggle. But luckily, we're good enough in possession that we don't expose our fullbacks as much as other teams do.
Okay,
But
guys in the chat, I need you guys to tell me how many likes are we on, and if you guys can all smash the like button so it helps us out. Now, moving on from Héctor Bellerín. Today, David Luiz was on job. I don't know about you guys. Did you guys think David Luiz was at fault for any of the goals? Because I thought David Luiz was on job.
The first goal, but not really. It's a banging corner, it's a banging header. And when you play zonal marking, it's hard, right? Because you can only like attack what you see, and by that time the defender got in front of him. But David Luiz is always good. He just makes mistakes.
If anything, that was more Saka's fault than David Luiz, but Saka
But I read that we've offered him a new deal, or that we are offering him a contract extension.
I already reported on that last week. They said that.
Honestly, ow, shit. Oh my god.
Yo, you okay?
I just got electric shock. Oh my god.
That's what happens when you announce David Luiz getting a contract, man. Breaking news.
God. No, seriously. The hell? This guy looks like he's dying.
Oh my god, that actually hurt, bro. Oh,
from what?
I touched my phone and something happened. Oh my god.
I have no idea. Okay, Jess, talk to me. Who do you want to? If everyone could name a guy who they felt like was a standout performance, we know it's going to be Aubameyang or Xhaka. But outside of those guys, I thought Xhaka was great. I thought Ceballos was great. Who would you pick? Ceballos.
Ceballos did well as well. I mean, he came back in the squad today, and him and Xhaka did really well today. I was impressed. That's like that match had to prove that Dani Ceballos took over Partey's place, and he had to show that. I know he hasn't had that much game time, but it was a chance for him to prove that he was ready to come back in and show like what he's all about. And if he can continue with this performance, then I'm thinking, would Arsenal sign Dani Ceballos on a permanent deal, or will he go back to Real Madrid? That's my question. I don't know. But if Dani Ceballos can continue with this form, then I'll hopefully like to see him stay in this club because he has got potential in this club, and I'm thinking he could bring something to Arsenal, especially in the mid.
Should we start with the player rating now?
Yeah, so we're just going to get started with the player ratings. And everyone, so Samuel, I'm going to put up the players. Don't worry about putting up names or anything like that. Just put up the comments. What we're going to do is I need to know what you guys are going to rate Leno. I'm going to give us a starting point, and you guys work our way down. So what's the starting point for Leno, guys?
You know what? Yeah, 6. He did what was asked for him. He did okay.
Yeah.
Nothing too major. He did his job. 6. That's
6?
what I think. Yeah.
6.
Everyone agrees?
All right, people in the comments.
Yeah, 6. I just want Leno to be more vocal, be more aggressive, be more assertive. I know there was nothing he could do for that corner, but I just want to hear him like shout. We've got the luxury now of being able to hear players, and you just don't hear him shout and talk enough. But
He was
like
never
I say,
commanding, though. He was never commanding in the
no,
box.
but I want him to be that. He needs to add that to his game. That's why people call for Martinez over him, because Martinez had that authority. He has to get that into his game. He has to to be considered a top keeper and take us to the next level.
It's too nice. It's too quiet.
Yeah, exactly. We talk about bellerín and xhaka. It's the same. The same applies for Leno. He needs to be more assertive and dominant. But 6 is fair.
Yeah, 6. Fair.
Everyone saying 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 100%.
Okay, keep it simple. Keep it moving. Next, we're gonna go to the right back slot, Héctor Bellerín.
10.
No. Stop.
Sorry.
10?
Sorry.
You can't be giving out 10s that willy-nilly. In my opinion,
7.
based
I
on
think 7.
goal, everything included, I would say starting point 8, work your way down. What do you guys
Just me
think?
being nice about it. 7.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harry?
I would say 6 because I'm really happy that he got his goal and he added some end product, but unfortunately for that second goal, he fell asleep. He got caught, ball watching. So the rating has to come down. But the great thing is that he's usually pretty solid defensively. He's just going forward where he's not as good, and he improved on that today. So I would say a 6.
Okay. So people in the comments, what are you guys saying? What are the people in the comments saying about my God, Bellerín? People are saying Bellerín 8.5, 7, 6. Okay, so yeah, people are not really having it with the Bellerín thing.
Yeah, just give him a 6 rule.
Okay, Cedric.
6, 5, 5.
I'll say a 5.
5.
I thought he was really, really poor. He wasn't doing much.
Shit, bro. I thought it was shit.
Today really showed that he was on his weaker foot.
Yeah, it did. It's hard for him, isn't it? You can't be too critical. But then, in the same token, I mean, you're playing left back. I know it's a position change, but we've got a lot of the ball. You can allow yourself to get forward because you've got a lot of cover with xhaka dropping in sometimes. So it's just like, take the opportunity and make it hard for Tierney to come back in and make sure that when you get a chance in the final third, you do it, and just dribbles it out of play. It's a little bit annoying. Hopefully Tierney's back fit soon.
Okay, so you're saying 5?
5.
Yeah, 500.
Yeah, so some people are saying 5, some people are saying 4.3, some people are saying he's not a left back. Some people are saying they're just talking about him, saying all those things. Now, moving on from there, I felt like the center back pairing, they did quite well, but let's just start with David Luiz. If I'm going to give one of them a lower rating, it's going to be David Luiz. I'm going to give him a 6.
Yeah, 100%. Did his job.
6 for David Luiz. Do you guys disagree? Jump in if you disagree.
No, I agree.
I think I agree.
I'm happy with 6.
Bro, 7.
He definitely gives us more than Rob Holding in terms of his authority. He's a bit more of a bully. He's great on the ball. He can't. Yeah, so I think a 6. He did well.
6 is right.
Yeah.
Shakir said he did a good job with his prediction. He predicted He predicted a Bamford hat trick for Leeds, and he said 4-2, but he had it the other way around. It should have been Arsenal. Okay, now going to, I don't know about you guys, but if you guys seen AFTV, they have an agenda for Gabriel. Every time he plays, they just show his stats. I think he had a really good game, though. Agenda aside, our whole fan base, you know what it is? We have a new toy, and we love watching him play. That's what it is. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he was solid, man. I think there's areas that he can still improve. I think he gets caught in too many like battles. Sometimes he gets too tight to players, but I think all in all, you know, he's improving. He's new to the league. He's learning. It's nice to have a left-footed player in there with some balance. He's physical. I think he's done well. I'd say a 6 as well, personally, but
6, yeah.
I was surprised he was given the nod over Rob Holding, and I generally thought that the whole time he just looked commanding. He was happy.
Yeah, I think he probably prefers to play with Luiz, right? Just from a communication perspective.
Brazilian, you know.
Yeah, so
Brazilian, yeah, definitely.
I'm glad Rob Holding got a little rest, you know, because he's played so many minutes this year, and I think he needs it. We've got a lot of games coming up, so.
Okay, so what are the people saying? People are saying David Luiz gets 5.5, David Luiz gets a 6, and people are giving Gabriel a 6. You guys are harsh. You guys are super harsh today.
It's not. We can't overreact. You have to give them a ring. They did the job. Nothing special.
I'm gonna start with Ceballos. I'll give him an 8. We can work our way down. What do you guys think?
No, not a chance, bro. Give him a 7. I'm sorry, 7 is the maximum he can go.
7 for Ceballos. He got an assist today as well. So,
but the guy,
What
frustrated me today, that back flick for no reason when he could have gone.
No, man, come on. This guy was balling today. Based on his ball progression, his driving from the midfield, his 1-2 passes, he was so confident he was doing backfield in open play in the middle of the pitch. Like the man was on his job today.
Yeah, but that back heel didn't work, man. If they intercepted that back heel, played a through ball to Bamford, we'd be going crazy. I get that.
I
think he did okay today. I think he did okay.
Aesthetically, he was pleasing. Statistically, he put in a performance. Eye test, he did amazing. On the pitch, he looked like he was putting in one of the most efforts ever. And you know what? We talk about Thomas Partey being injured, Mohamed elneny not offering enough. But Danny Ceballos put in a decent performance today.
Yeah, hey, you're right. You're spot on there. You are spot on there.
Yeah.
So 8 or 7?
I would say 7 because there were long stages of play that we didn't dominate the ball, that sometimes comes from centre midfielders retaining the ball, knowing that you don't have to play a back heel or knowing that you don't have to play a forward pass. Sometimes you can just get it, turn out, play to a fullback, and just try to get some nice possession going. So I would say 7. Okay. 2-0 to Fulham. 2-0 to Fulham v Everton.
Ooh. Oh wow,
that's a shock.
Is Dominic Calum starting?
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's on the bench.
Okay, Granit Xhaka. Now we gave Ceballos a 7, guys. Granit Xhaka. What? He gets higher.
He set up for the first goal as well. So
I would say a 7 as well. A 7 as well.
Also got an assist for Bellerin, right?
No, he got assist for. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
So if you're gonna give Ceballos a 7, you gotta give Granit Xhaka a 7 also, or an 8.
I would say 7 for the same reasons as Ceballos. Like we didn't dominate possession as much as we should have, but when Xhaka had the ball, he was good. He used it well. I know he got an assist. Actually, he got a good assist. Sometimes, you know, if a player plays a 2-yard pass and gets an assist, we can't really use that to justify higher ratings. Not saying that anyone did that today, but
we'll read your comments, guys.
7. Yeah, for
7. Ceballos did very well. 7. What else are they saying?
If you don't beat Benfica, you're gonna get so much banter.
If you don't beat Benfica, I'm getting so much banter from Rangers fans.
Oh,
that's when you're getting banter from Rangers fans, well, that's a problem.
But cool. Also on Xhaka is turning a corner, right? Xhaka is he can now be considered a really good central midfielder. If we forget about Burnley and his red card.
Are you saying -8 for Xhaka, or is that just 8? I think it's just 8.
That must be an 8.
I think that's 8.
Yeah, because 8.5 says other guy. Now, moving on. We're going to do this quick today because you guys, your energy is low. We just won a game and you guys are like out of it.
Bro, I'm drained. I'm not. I woke up at 1 and I'm still 2 o'clock today and I'm still drained, bro.
Okay, so let me just get to. I'm gonna give this one to Cam. Cam, you want to talk about your guy?
Hi, bro.
Come on, my guy, that's Saka. Come on, Saka.
Saka,
He's
brilliant.
getting a strong 9.
Ooh.
9. Wow.
9.
I thought you were gonna save the highest score for Aubameyang, but you're giving him a
I'll take
9.
Whoa, I didn't say. Whoa, what do you mean, fam? Listen, I'm giving him a 9. I didn't say that's the highest score I was given today.
Oh wow. Okay. I think if we're giving Granit Xhaka 7s for his performance and ceballos 7s, Bukayo Saka is well deserving of an 8, and I think going 9 is just a little bit too high for his performance.
9. We all know that, right? Like we said, look, he is dominating that right wing. 9.
Okay.
Yeah, Saka is a joke, man. He's the best thing that's happened to us in many years, man. The guy is a joke. He's so young. Like, we forget we can have 10 years of Saka and still sell him for a ridiculous fee when he's like 28, 29 or 30. You know, like it's so good. So good to have a player that's so young and showing so much quality already. So I love it. I would say a 9 for Saka as well because I like him.
Okay, Ødegaard. I thought he was solid. I thought he was solid. He lacked. He wasn't the best. I'll give him.
I'll give him an 8 though. I'll give him 7, 8.
I'll give him a 6.
I'll give him
I'd say 7. I'd say 7.
The reason why I'm giving him a 6, let me tell you guys. Okay, I felt like he could have done more, and there was moments where he was not sharp enough, or else he would have scored easily.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I like about Ødegaard and difference to playing. Difference to playing Emile Smith Rowe number 10. I like Ødegaard, man, because I feel like Ødegaard could even play centre mid as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go in a minute. I'm gonna have to go in a minute.
No problem, bro. We're gonna wrap up quick today, anyways. We're not gonna go longer than an hour. We got 20 more minutes, so just jump out whenever you want, okay?
I'll go 8:30. I'll go in it.
Okay. How about this? We get Ødegaard. We'll skip Emile Smith Rowe. We'll do it after. I want you to do Aubameyang. What are you giving Aubameyang?
Bruv, he got a hat trick in it. I'll give him his flowers. I'll give him a 10 in it.
10 all day.
And he played well today. I'll give it. Do you know what? I'll give it to him. He actually played well today. Like, hats off to the guy, fam. He actually put, like, this is the first game I actually see where he's like, where he puts work rate in and it's paid off. If that makes sense, where it's actually not just this one way, it's just looking like he's putting work rate in.
1 second. Before I get to anything else, my guy said, you're giving Ødegaard a 6. Let me tell you why I'm giving Ødegaard a 6. Did you guys not notice that he kind of looked like he lacked match fitness? He kind of was not sharp enough. There was times where we easily could have scored, but I felt like, yes, he did do some passes, but he just didn't mesh with the players. He played a ball to Aubameyang. It looked like a beautiful ball, but Aubameyang and him were not in sync. The players were not in sync. I just felt like there were so many little things. He kept the ball and he didn't move it quick enough at times. But he lacked the fitness to play the game the whole entire time at the intensity that you needed to be played at, and his impact was just not as big as a Saka or Emile Smith Rowe. Let's be real.
But yeah, no, listen, I'm gonna go, Uber for me is a 10 in it. I'll give him his 10. I'll give him his flowers today, innit?
Okay, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
so let's
boys.
big up to you, Cam. Appreciate it, bro. Next we got 9.9. We got 10, 8, 9.8. 3 Ødegaard. What do you call it? Cam. What? He said disrespect Abba too much. Guy has 201 European goals. Only Ronaldo, Messi, and Aguero have more than him. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Aubameyang is class, man, and I'm glad he showed that he can play up front. You just got to play the right shape and the right personnel behind him. That's why I think having Ødegaard and Emile Smith Rowe works really well, because they're both possession players. They don't want to run down the wing aimlessly. They want to get the ball in little pockets, and that's when Aubameyang comes alive. So happy days to have Aubameyang back to the top. And let's keep playing him up front, man. Don't play Laka until Aubameyang needs a rest or gets injured. Keep him playing up front.
I have you on screen. Give us your thoughts. Your late arrival. Give us your thoughts.
It's not every day you see Arsenal score 4 goals, is it? Eh?
No, it's not.
I'm pleased with that, mate. To be honest with you, I'm absolutely I'm absolutely buzzing for the win. I think it's going to be a good confidence booster going into the Europa League. I'm still not too sure about where we can finish in the league this season. I do think that it's too much of a task for us to get top 4 or even top 6. But it's a good thing to see Aubameyang back on the score sheet again. This guy is the only guy who can get 20-plus goals a season in this Arsenal team, and we need him scoring goals. Xhaka, mate, I had people in my comments section saying who's better, Phil Foden or Bukayo Saka. I'm telling you right now, Bukayo Saka. Yeah,
100%.
that guy is class, absolute class. And his ceiling as well, he could go to any team and he would tear it up. His ceiling's that high, he would, mate, he's going to be a world-class player. He really is. Smith Rowe, I thought was very good. Ødegaard as well. You know, I like the fact that we went very attacking. I like the fact that we pressed from minute 1 as well. And I said it in my preview as well. If you fight fire with fire, that is how you beat Leeds. You know they're going to attack you. Don't sit back and let them do it. Just look, they've got gaps and they leave holes in their defence. Exploit it. And to be honest with you, Mikel Arteta got his lineup absolutely spot on today. The only question mark I have, why are you bringing on Willian ahead of Martinelli? That is the only question mark I have.
He's going to be resting him for the Europa League, though. That's the thing.
Let me
but
just
Martinelli
answer.
hasn't really played any football though, Sam.
Let me just point out some comments, guys. Let me just point out some comments. Come on, you Gunnar, says Josh. Bearded Gunnar is in the house. Big up to Bearded Gunnar Media, my guy. He's saying Aubameyang gets a 9 and I just don't hand out 10s. He says Aubameyang 62 goals at Arsenal. He said 202 goals, 10 hat tricks in his career. First in Arsenal. What?
Is that his first hat trick for us?
That's his
in
first
the league,
hat-trick
in the league.
Premier League.
Oh,
I think he did one in the
League,
Top League versus Valencia, right?
okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good hat trick as well.
And then we'll get to Willian in a second. But somebody asked me, is Aubameyang the best attacker in the Premier League? I disagree. I don't think he's the best attacker, but I don't think Jamie Vardy and these guys who are at the top of the goals charts are the best either. I would say the best midfielder is Bruno. I would say the best defender this year is who's the best defender this year? Would you say Diaz has been the best defender all season?
Diaz or Stones, yeah. They both
If I was going to
really
say best midfielder, I was going to say Arkan Gundogan.
No, but
Yes.
Bruno is better than Gundogan. Let's be honest, guys. Look at what he did today alone. And then attacking wise, who's the best attacker this season? Don't tell me Jamie Vardy or anything like that.
No, do you know what? But I mean, listen, unfortunately, before Kane got injured, it was probably Harry Kane in terms of goals.
Yeah, it's probably Kane or Son.
But either way, man, listen, Aubameyang's up there on his day, man. You just got to play the right way.
Okay, so yeah, guy says Diaz, duh. Okay, I thought Diaz was going to be a flop, but look at that, tells you what I know. Now let's get on to this. Let's get on to the remainder of the player ratings. Emile Smith Rowe. I'm going to give Emile Smith Rowe. I'm going to give him a 7. Am I being harsh?
No,
I feel like he played well. He got an assist, amazing assist actually, very good assist on that goal for Aubameyang.
That was brilliant.
I'm not handing out 8s like it's nothing. And if I'm gonna compare Emile Smith Rowe to Ødegaard, that's why I gave Ødegaard a lower rating. I'm giving him a 7.
Yeah.
7 all day. What do you guys think?
Yes, I'll give him a 6. You know.
Ooh.
No, you're crazy. You're crazy.
Just
that assist alone, you have to give. I could even say some people should raise his thing to an 8. There's a case to raise his thing to an 8. But what do you guys say?
I'm just happy that he's showing a lot of professionalism. He's, demanding the ball. He's picking it up in the right areas. His work rate is good. He's still relatively inexperienced as a Premier League player. I know he's a little bit older than some of the. I think he's probably older than Saka or Martinelli, right? But he's showing quite a lot of authority on the ball. So it's a nice gradual progression from Emile Smith Rowe. He seems like he's always learning. So I feel like a 7's a good rating. But shout out to him for just.
How did we forget Mo Salah? Yeah,
well, because Liverpool's struggling, aren't they, at the minute? That's why.
Yeah, Liverpool like us right now.
I would agree as well with Smith Rowe in the 7, being a 7 today as well. I think also you got to look at as well. The last 2 weeks, he wasn't that great. His passing was very loose. He looked very tired. He looked like he's struggling to get used to playing Premier League football on the regular. So I think these last 5 to 7 days off that he's had has done him the world of good, and he's back to being how he was when he first broke into the team. So hopefully he can continue that and show the same vein of form against Benfica in the Europa League.
Yeah,
Okay.
agreed.
Now we're gonna go to the subs. The subs, we're gonna do this quite quickly, okay? I'm just gonna give you a number. You tell me if you disagree or agree. Okay. Willian, 5.
0.
No. He didn't do anything bad to say 0. Let's do that. I don't like the guy, but what are we giving Willian? Are we giving him a 0? Are we giving him a 5? Are we going to be realistic and give him a 5? What do you guys think? He came in the 62nd minute, got subbed on.
Yeah.
Didn't do much.
You know what happened after the 62nd minute? We got worse. That's what happened.
Yeah, I'd say a 5 is fine. If Saka didn't hit the post, you could say, oh, he got an assist because he played that little ball to Saka. I think he was offside anyway, but I'd say a 5. I see some possession stats on Willian, like when he came on, he gave the ball away like 10 times or whatever it was. But if you get the ball thrown to you from a throw-in or a flick on, and you flick on the header and it doesn't go to someone, you can't really count on that as a misplaced pass. So we got to rate him fairly, but I'd say a 5 is right. Arteta, you just got to stop trying, man. Why do you keep? I don't understand why you keep on trying it. Just stop. Just stop. It's just like the proof is in the pudding. If it's been 20 odd games that he hasn't had the effect. I know he once done it, which is really hard to. It's really bemusing that. Oh my god! Like last season at Chelsea, he was great, and now he's come here. He's playing shit. But these things happen. You just have to stop it, because all you're doing is making it worse for yourself. And people that call Arteta stubborn and he's just trying to prove himself right. You're going to get those accusations continually thrown at you because you keep on trying. Just stop.
Okay, I'm just gonna be fair. If I'm giving him a 5, I'm gonna give Rob Holding a 5 also, because I felt like Rob Holding didn't have enough time to actually do anything, and I'm gonna give elneny a 5 also, because these guys did play. Actually, Rob Holding shouldn't even get anything, because he came on with 3 minutes left in the 90 minutes. At least this guy had 12 minutes to play, so he gets a 5. They all the substitutes get 5s. They didn't do much. They didn't do anything really bad or good, and they're just out, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think elneny touched the ball. I don't remember him touching the ball a lot.
He's a midfielder. He must have touched the ball.
I can't remember him touching it a lot, but yeah, 5's fair.
I'll give him an.
Why is he taking over the screen? Get him off the screen.
Okay. Gradable. Can't grade him.
Okay, so Brendan, if you missed it, what is he doing? Why is he just sitting there like that?
I don't touch my screen. I'm touching it. Why do you zoom on me?
No, I zoomed in on purpose to show people what you're doing. Man's putting a tape on my stream. Chill, bro.
Both my hands on my head, bro.
Just Brendan. First things first. How the hell did that referee not give the goalkeeper a yellow card?
That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Literally, it was a poor challenge for what he did to Saka. Like, I know, keepers make mistakes like that, but the referee was just not on point today. Literally not on point. Literally, that's supposed to be a booking, clear booking.
Brendan, you agree?
Mate, I'm starting to get confused by the whole rules of the game now, to be honest with you. I look at that and I think, well, if David Luiz got sent off, then why is the keeper not at least getting a booking? I look at the fact that for the first penalty shout as well, that's a penalty all day long. If you look at what Højbjerg did on Gundogan again in Man City versus Tottenham, there is absolutely no difference to that one to the first foul on Saka. No difference. The guy was nowhere near the ball. How are they not giving a penalty for that? I don't get it. There's no consistency.
Also, the Leeds defender fell down. So the only way he falls on the floor is by making contact with Saka. Like, he cuts across him and he falls down. So it's 100% a penalty. But if you watch it 100 times in slow motion, you can convince yourself that it's not a penalty. But
one thing I was supposed to say, I think we should make a referee review committee. That's what we should do. Week in, week out, we should get a board of or officials, review referee performances, review big decisions. Apparently, already have that, but listen, we're the major one. Listen, they should film it. Just like they film them in courtrooms. They should film them, explain everything. If a controversial decision comes up, like they do in America, Gal, we know this. They got to explain the decision after the game or during the game. Saying, this decision has been reversed, minimal contact. Something like that during the game. So
referees and officials are the only people in the game that don't get held accountable for their mistakes. They can make poor decisions like that, and they'll still ref the games the next week. The only reason, for example, Mike Dean, he made them poor decisions in the last 2 weeks to send 2 players off. Never ever a sending off in either one case. And the only reason he didn't referee this weekend is because he was getting death threats. But the guy shouldn't have the option to referee again this weekend anyway. Because if you make 2 poor decisions like that, you're not a Premier League level referee. It's as simple as that,
Yeah, I agree. I think that Mike Dean situation, I think that was a bit of a PR stunt, to be honest. I think he was receiving death threats, but they were able to use that as a reason for him not refereeing, where he would have been demoted, or he should have been demoted. Even the penalty that Maguire tried to get today for Man United, never a penalty in a million years. But the ref is so quick. The ref is actually, he wasn't even quick to give it. That's the worst thing. He thought about it and then he gave it. So, there's bad decisions every day. Wenger said it, and we always say it. The standard of refereeing in this country, the biggest league in the world, is the worst. It's so bad. It's so bad, and it will never get better. VAR or no VAR, it will never get better.
Also, Wenger said, "Do referees go to heaven or hell?"
Yeah. Get younger referees in. Why have we got middle-aged refs? Get younger referees in. We got referees who in late 40s, who are fit, but they're not incredibly fit. Get younger referees in who have played the game in modern times or understand the game, understand modern footballers, not these older refs who just think, certain players dive and other players don't, and they have their favourites. Just get younger refs. Give the whole thing a rebrand, man. Just give it some energy. Ugh.
There's nothing worse than France. So as bad as we have it, at least it's not as bad as Liga.
Another good idea
is despicable.
Another good idea would be to get ex-players running the VAR, because they know how much contact is a penalty. Right. They know what is a penalty and what isn't a penalty, sort of thing.
You can't, because people will say they'll be biased if it is.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find an impartial player, but I understand that perspective. Though, get someone who understands the game, who understands the difference between an honest foul and a deliberate foul. I totally get that.
No, but all you have to do is get players that played in the lower divisions their whole entire career. They never played in the top division.
Yeah, but maybe so.
Fans of the clubs, though, can't they? You never know, because so many Arsenal fans in League Two, so many Tottenham fans, so many Man United fans playing. So you never know.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap up. Final thoughts, Samuel.
You know what? On to Benfica, bro. This form is coming. Man City, if we get a result, who knows, bro? Who knows? Got the positive energy.
Yeah, and who's your man of the match?
Aubameyang, no doubt about it. His first ever Premier League hat-trick for Arsenal. Aubameyang, 10 out of 10 performance. Is this the first ever 10 out of 10 we've given on this channel? Yeah, it is. First ever 10 out.
Harry, man of the match and your final thoughts.
Man of the match, like everyone, is going to be Aubameyang. And final thoughts are: so glad that we won convincingly in the first half. So glad that our possession translated into goals. Take it on to Benfica, take it on to Man City, Benfica and Leicester away. And we should be able to climb the table. So happy days. And well done to Arteta as well. Well done to Arteta. Made some big calls today, right? Some real big calls. Dropping Pepe, playing Aubameyang up front. So Arteta deserves some praise as well, apart from for the Willian substitution.
My guy, Jess, what are you saying?
Man in the match, Aubameyang. Our captain's back. That's more like him. Hopefully to see more of him throughout the season. And final thoughts, move on to Thursday against Benfica. Crucial game for us. Hopefully we can get a result from there. And then City next week is going to be another tough game. Looking forward to. And then after that, Benfica, then Leicester. So let's hope we can get good results in those fixtures. Keep the good work, Arsenal.
Yep.
Brendan.
Yeah, of course, man of the match has to be Aubameyang, closely followed by Xhaka, though, for definite. And final thoughts is great result. We need to start doing that consistently now. We certainly need to be doing that on Thursday because it's probably the most important game of our season. If we're being real and we look at our next few fixtures in the Premier League, if we can get results out of them, who knows where it can take us. If we don't get results, then we're kind of back in the same position that we are. So Europa League is certainly the most important thing for us this season. And hopefully we can go on and get a win on Thursday.
Yeah, thank you for that, guys. And finally, I'm just gonna give you guys my man of the match. It has to be Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Close second is Xhaka. And when it comes down to today's game, I'm just happy that we performed from minute 1 until the 67th minute. We lost our head for a couple of seconds, and then after that we got it back near the end. And the performance was a great performance. The manager did well. The players did well. Everyone showed up. Now on to Benfica, then City, and then Leicester. So and Benfica again. So we'll see. The next 4 games could be meltdown again. I always feel like we're one loss away from another meltdown. So we'll be back. And if we do win against Benfica, the meltdown will be pending for Man City. Hopefully we can go on a good run of form, and who knows? Europe is still on the table, and I don't know about you guys, but I still want to get Europe. But hey,
100%.
I'm out of here, boys. I'm out of here, everybody. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Harry, and thank you, what do you call it, Brendan, Cam, everyone who's come on today. You guys been great.